This is the drive home with
Zac
and TT for the final time at the Den this season, where it finished.
Millwall 3.
Peterborough United 0. A nice 3-0 home win for the final game of the season at the Den. And, you know, we've taken it to the final day. Mathematically, we are not out of it, out of the playoff race, which is some doing for a club with our budget. And today pretty much summed up the last, 10 weeks, where the first half was absolutely dire. And then the second half, a few changes, and we looked a completely different side. And Peterborough capitulated in front of our eyes and showed exactly why. I think they were minus 64. Their goal difference is now minus 67. And the reason why they're going to be playing League One football next year, and the likelihood is obviously that we'll be playing Championship football next year. We've really appreciated your support, your likes, your comments all throughout the season. We saw a few of you again today at the Den. We will be going down to Bournemouth on the train for a change.
Lovely.
Maybe a few beverages, be drunk. Probably by me, I've got to be honest.
Why can't I have one?
Well, you can, yeah.
Oh, no.
You just can't have an alcoholic beverage.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
You'll get there.
Yeah.
But it was a fun atmosphere. Certainly, second half, it was great having the North Stand with fans in it, and you just think if we could get things going the right way, we really could push on. And I don't know, it's just such a different atmosphere at the Den when it's full and lively like it was today. Obviously, we'll go to the game now. We had a couple of changes. Ryan Leonard coming into the back three. So we started off with, obviously, Bartosz Bielkowski in goal, Jake Cooper, Sean Hutchinson and Ryan Leonard as a back three. Right wing back was Danny McNamara. The player of the season at left wing back in Murray Wallace. George Saville and Billy Mitchell in the centre of midfield. Ollie Burke, Tom Bradshaw and Benik Afobe as a front three. And like I said, first half we'd done very, very little. In fact, the only chance we created was Billy Mitchell done well, won the ball in the midfield, drove on the ball, played it into Leonard, who had a lot of space in front of him. And then he just kind of held on to the ball for a little bit too long, which was a bit of a shame, and kind of got blocked out. Clark Harris had the only chance for Peterborough in the first half. I think they had a shot as well, but didn't really do anything with it. But they had a chance where the ball was put through to Clark Harris. Pretty bad defending. I don't know whether he's offside, but he's got him behind and kind of chipped the ball wide of Bart, who done well to come out and put him off. Like I said, first half, that was it. It was dire, and you're thinking, we do need. I know it's unrealistic, and we need to really push to get some goals, but you think if we'd have tried like that in the first half, and second half we came out, we made a very simple change, but it made a difference. Ryan Leonard went from being in the back three to more in the midfield and played as a central midfielder, and then we had more possession of the ball because we had three players in the midfield. It sounds silly, but those numbers work. In the first half, they were able to play around us too easy. The second half, that wasn't able to happen. We took the lead with a ball into the box that found its way to Benik Afobe at the back post, took a really good touch and then drills it into the bottom right-hand corner. Great finish from Benik Afobe, who personally I really hope is at the Den. Obviously he was only on loan for this season, but I really hope he stays at the Den. I was very surprised at that stage that we took Ryan Leonard off. Like I said, I felt that he was doing well in central midfield, but we then bring on two absolute action-packed game changers, and there's no getting around that. Mason Bennett comes on, and Jed Wallace, probably for the final time that we're going to get to see him at a Den, which is absolutely tragic. Really is tragic. We're going to miss him big time. He's such an influential player. And we scored, two further goals, and both of them come from Jed Wallace crosses. Before that, we had a really good chance where Murray Wallace wins the ball at the back post. He headers it towards Saville, who's about I think it was Danny Mack actually that cut it back, and Saville's about 4 yards out. It might have been Leonard. I can't remember who's cut it back, but I think it actually was Leonard. Leonard's cut it back, and you got Saville's 4 yards out, and he manages to hit the goalkeeper to make a save. It would have made it 2-0 at that stage. We've continued to push forward and create chances. Murray Wallace gets a great chance. He gets the ball, wins kind of a 50-50 on the edge of the box, hits it, hits the defender, and the defender's just got a clip on it, and then it hits the bar and goes wide, and you're really thinking, come on, we can.
And it was just above the top corner as well.
Yeah, it was, but chances were coming at that stage. The second goal comes from a fantastic ball down the right to Jed. Jed does what he does. It's a fantastic ball in, puts the defender under pressure. I thought actually at first that Jake Cooper had got it at the back post. He didn't need to. The defender had put it in, made it 2-0. And then the third goal was another fantastic cross from Jed Wallace from the right over to George Saville, who's at the back post, who took one of his 3 chances and hits it into the bottom. I think, back across goal, I think it was, but it was a really good header to make it 3-0. He had missed another chance where he had a header about 4 yards out and it hit the post. And if you put those two together, 2 or 3 more goals, it would have been a different story. Bart did make a really good save in the second half. I think he had the Peterborough player had it about, I think it was about 16 yards out and drilled it, and Bart's done well. And he's been so consistent. You know, obviously he got the third player of the year. He came third in the Player of the Year awards, and he's such a difference maker for us. And you know, he's had a fantastic season
Since Jordan Archer as well.
Well, yeah, you know, what a massive step up from Jordan Archer, and so solid at the back, and we are always difficult to break down. And today, you know, Peterborough didn't really look like scoring, if I'm honest. They had a couple of half chances in the second half as we were pushing to score more goals, but you'd expect us to take teams like that. Overall, I think that it's been a successful season. There's no getting around it. Yes, we were just off getting to the playoffs because it's unlikely, but me and Zac will do a season review video, so keep your eye out for that. Obviously, if you're not subscribed, if you are subscribed, put the notifications on so you'll get that. You don't get it very often from us, so you might as well put the notifications on for us. And we'll probably rate the season in the Championship. Obviously, we've been to most grounds, most teams, so we'll do that before we go to Bournemouth. Who's your man of the match today?
I'm gonna give it to Jed Wallace.
Jed Wallace.
I thought he played brilliantly, and it's probably his last game at the Den, which is disappointing as I've grown up with Jed in the squad. Yeah, it is disappointing. He's such a difference maker. And like I said, there's quite a lot of players out of contract, a few players on loan. We're unlikely to see Ollie Burke, who I thought had a good game today. Mason Bennett, you know, I haven't spoken to him much, but I'm glad we've got him under contract because he is absolutely superb. He's influential.
Yeah, he really is influential. Obviously, we've got players that are going to stay. Danny McNamara, who got the runner-up in the Player of the Year award and the Junior Lions player, fully deserved. Absolute energy all over the place, Danny McNamara today. Really good touches, and you count the amount of times he's been beat one-on-one this season, very, very rarely, and that's amazing considering he's a young player who's coming to the team, and you're coming up against some really good players. I felt Billy Mitchell again had a really solid game today. Looked, you know, when he got on the ball, we looked to get forward. He, you know, like I said in the first half, created our only real attacking threat that we had, and it was good to see him doing what he's doing. He's you know, he's so solid. But I don't think that there's a better centre midfielder. George Saville, though, done well with him. I think they do make a good partnership. Although I don't particularly like just 2 in the middle. Sometimes we get overrun there with teams having 3 central midfielders, and sometimes they can pass around us too easy. Overall today, I'm happy. You know, the players come out and got a deserved round of applause. My man of the match, I think. Do you know what? I'm also going to give it to Jed Wallace. 2 absolutely sublime balls into the box to score the goals, and I think that our 14th home win out of 23 games. I
think it's 13th.
Is it 13?
Yeah.
Is it 13? 13 home wins out of 23 games. That's not bad going. No. I think it's second best home record in the division after Fulham, who are going back to the Premier League. So we'll take that.
No more Fulham next season.
No more Fulham. I know, we've got bloody Rotherham and Wigan, 2 absolute dog rubbish grounds to go to, but we'll go there. And you know, I think Burnley won again today, so Everton a bit of a drift at the bottom, so maybe we'll get them. We will be going to Bournemouth. We'll probably be doing it. We'll do it in a pub, or we'll do it in on the train, but hopefully you can watch it. Put your comments in below. Tell us what you think. There's only one way we can end it. The Den is just to my right. And it's sad to leave it for the last time of the season, but we'll be back next year and we'll be as loud as ever. Thank you very much for watching the Mill Drive Home. No one likes us.
We don't care.
Yes.